Well, here we are. We're at Bay 18. Cut for the intro. All right then, Rosco. Look who I've got. Rosco. Luna. I think you guessed who's with me. Ew, buddy. Oh. 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 Yes, enough of that. You might bite me. Yeah, cut for the intro. Is that filming? Yeah. Right, so where we are. We are at Immingham. Didn't think I'd be here, but my old mate Spalt here. That's John Spalton, the eel man. He gave me a call and said to me, "Are we going?" And I said, "Yeah, we are." So he was coming to come anyhow, I think. But I met him here, and we're here fishing. And here he is, the big lad, Gussie. Yeah, that's all you get from Guss. But Guss, Rosco and Luna have been eating them old whirlers. I did ask the wife to get bacon sizzlers, but she didn't. She got whirlers. But they're all the same sort of stuff. It is cold. I wouldn't say it's freezing, but it is cold. And yeah, what else is to say? Not a lot really. It's dark, it's windy, it's cold, and it's I've got to film, so there's a bit of perseverance there for me. But I haven't cast it out yet. I'm all baited up, ready to go. Next time you see me, I'll cast out. And look at him, he looks comfy as anything, doesn't he? Look. I wish I had that fur coat, mind you. Wife might not like it. See you in a bit. How long have you been here for, John?
I don't know, bloody hours.
Does it feel like hours?
Yeah, good job I did really. It's filled, as I got here it started to fill up.
Yeah. It's one of them things, isn't it, mate?
Yes, mate, yeah.
But yeah, what, you been here since 2 o'clock?
Yeah, probably 2:30, something like that.
We've got the big bay, haven't we?
Yes, mate, that's why I've come early, mate, get the bay.
Yeah, they do come early here, don't they?
Good job I did, because it started filling up as soon as I got here.
Yeah.
Just out to some fish.
You got all rods out, haven't you?
I've got my 2 main ones.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but a Conti rod.
A Conti rod, yeah. We've got to be politically correct, don't we, mate?
Yeah, we've got to, yeah. I can't call it what I normally call it.
Not on air, you ain't.
I'll just chuck that out, just in case there's a flatty close in or something. You know?
You got your Larry Grayson rod out, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
He was brilliant, wasn't he, Larry Grayson?
What was his catchphrase? I can't remember.
Oh, was it shut that door?
Yeah, shut that door.
Shut that door. Yeah. An Everard, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it, it's an Everard rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant at that.
Yeah, he's long gone. Yeah.
He is, yeah. It's a shame, really.
Yeah.
I watched Dick Emery over Christmas.
The what, mate?
Dick Emery.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Saw a Christmas special on YouTube, so I just chucked it on. I watched all of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Used to love Dick Emery. So when do we get down to the serious fishing?
What? This is serious.
We're serious now, are we?
Yeah, yeah, well, trying to be. I've just had 2 days of serious fishing.
Yeah? How'd you get on?
Not very well, mate. Not very well.
You want some of Pond Pete's bloody rigs, mate?
I actually got one out now.
Why didn't you ask him to bait your hooks up as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It'll be his pheromones.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate to admit it, but on the Larry Grayson, I've actually got a Pond Pete rig.
Have you?
Just in case any little flounders about or something.
Well, mate, I'm going to cast out, leave it out an hour and pull in a cod.
Yeah,
and you're going to be stomping about.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And then you'll catch 7 or 8.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Bloody hell. All my mates keep saying I'm too early, but there's 1 or 2 coming out, isn't there? So.
There is, yeah. There was one caught here yesterday.
Yeah, 2 this morning.
Good old Terry, the conspiracy angler on
He's down there
YouTube.
somewhere. I think
Yeah.
he is down there somewhere.
Has he still got the big white van?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as cold. I'm not cold so much now. Oh, I've acclimatised, haven't we?
Yeah, I've got my heated jacket on, but I've turned it off. It's weird, isn't it? Sunday, I fished Sunday,
Yeah.
and I was absolutely froze.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have cooked without my heated jacket.
Years ago, when I was freshwater fishing, one of my mates in my team, Bob Bates, if he picked you up, he said, I'll pick you up. He used to drive wherever we had to go, you know, 60,
Yeah.
70 miles with all the windows down.
Yeah.
No heater on. I said, what are you doing that for? He said, so we can acclimatise when we get there. He's get out of his motor frozen stiff.
Yeah. So what's the story with these ferrets then?
What the?
Because this is prior to having the dogs, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you got plenty of time on that video.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, years. This is years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I've had the dogs for a few years. But my mate, no, I'll start at the beginning. I was driving along the road in the middle of the night, and what I thought was a mink laid in the middle of the road. It was pouring down with rain,
Yeah.
and I thought, oh, I'll move up, but it sort of half moved. Anyway, I pulled up, and it was a ferret, a light coloured one, light brown.
Yeah.
Got bloody great fangs on it like that. Anyway, I picked him up. I didn't have any dogs then. I had an old Merc van, and I laid him on the seat, put a coat over him. Anyway, he started to come round a bit, and I stopped off at the vets at down the market. So I've just found this ferret on the road, mate. And he's not very well. Anyway, looked at him. He got like flu, cat flu, if you like, you know,
Yeah.
or the equivalent for a ferret. Anyway, he gave him an injection and bits and bobs. Took him home, and I had him for ages. And he used to sit on the front of the dashboard of the Merc
Yeah.
like a nodding dog. People used to think he was a nodding dog, but he wasn't. He was a live ferret. And he was taking fishing with me everywhere. And I was on the Coronation Channel catching a fisher chuck, some skimmers, and he used to lay behind me on the coat. And one of my mates, Wally Warboys, he wasn't catching anything, and he'd come up. He said, "Hey, getting on, Spalt?" I said, "Oh, I'm a fisher chuck." I said, "Oh, I'll lay down behind you." So he lays down behind me, but he laid on the ferret, didn't he?
Right.
Woke the ferret up, and he was down my sleeve of my jacket. I'm shooting out of there.
Yeah.
Wally jumped up and fell over, arse over, sit backwards. And I've never seen a grown man move so quick in my life. Anyway, the poor old thing got into the back of my van and drowned in my heel tank. I was heartbroken.
Right.
Right, it's just. Anyway.
How long did you have this ferret for?
Oh,
then?
ages. About a
What?
year.
Really?
Yeah.
How long do they live then?
I don't know. Not a few years.
But obviously not very long when they fall in the
Not
nail
the-
tank.
No, anyway, my mate said, "Oh, that's a shame." He said, "I've got a polecat here, a young polecat. Do you
Right.
want that?" I said, "Well, yeah, go on then." Thinking polecats were like ferrets.
Are they bigger or smaller?
No, smaller, about this big. Anyway, my missus wouldn't let it in the house.
Right.
So he used to sleep in the back of my van. Every day when I opened the door of the van, he was sat there waiting. He used to like chocolate buttons.
Right.
Right, so I
As they do.
yeah, ferrets do, don't they? Or polecats. Anyway, every morning, give him a chocolate button, then he'd bite me. Bloody hell, this went on for weeks. Every morning, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, of course, it was getting hurt, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right. And I rang my mate, well, I got it off. I said, "This bloody polecat keeps biting me every morning. I give it a chocolate button." Right. He said, "Well, you know what to do, don't you?" I said, "No." He said, "Next time it bites you in the morning,
Yeah.
so give it a chocolate button. If it bites you again, he said, grab it by the scruff of the neck
Yeah.
and thump it straight in the mouth.
Right.
Like bang, like that."
Because that's not extreme, is it?
No. Anyway, lo and behold, in the morning, now it's Spalt, where's my chocolate button? Give it a chocolate button, like that. Right? Oh, you bastard. Grabbed it like this and I went bang. It went got this. I've got a glove on that hand. It's took a bloody great chunk of skin and I chucked it on the bloody floor like that. Right. Anyway, that night my van was rotten. Right. It was on its last legs and it escaped out through the bloody sill and away.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, I rang my mate up. I said, bloody hell. He said, what's up? I did what you said. I said, I give it a chocolate button, it bit me, so I smacked it one in the face. I was only joking, he said. I was only joking. I said it's ripped half my hand apart. Right? Anyway, that escaped. I said, anyway, it's escaped. They should have gone all here. Right? A blind one. He said, we'll kill it. I said, no, don't kill it, I'll have it. Right? And that thing, he said, I'll tell you now. He said, when it bites you in the morning, he said, just flick its nose. And I said, food flicks with the nose, it'll stop.
Right.
Bite. It did. And it went everywhere with it. Lovely little thing.
Blind polecat.
But anyway, was in the queue for the embassy pears, which then in them days was like 500 pegs.
Yeah.
When I was about 7th or 8th in the queue, and my mate said, your ferret's just gone across the car park. I said, no, I said, I ain't falling for that, mate. So I'm 6th and the 7th in the queue. I said, if I come out the queue, I said, I've got 500 people behind me to draw the ticket. No, he said it has. Anyway, there it was, bloody bobbing about. Of course, couldn't see where it was going, would it? It kept running into everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, I said, hold me place. I said, I'll go get it. Anyway, he held me place. And I went to the drawer with a ferret sat on my shoulder like a parrot.
Right.
And that was a lovely little thing. That used to sit at the table, the settee, everything. Anyway, that bloody in the back of the van, drowned.
What, in the oil tank again?
In the oil tank.
Well, why didn't you put some stockings over it or something?
Yeah, well, I just didn't think, I don't know how they bloody get in the back. They couldn't get, it got a partition, you know.
Yeah.
They used to go underneath. But then I got loads of dogs then, so
Yeah,
it wasn't so
yeah,
bad.
well, they're bigger, aren't they? They can't get in an oil tank, can they?
Nah. Bloody hell. But when he said I was only bloody joking, I thought you. It did hurt, it ripped a bloody great chunk.
Yeah.
But he used to love chocolate buttons. He used to love them. Wait, Guss. Look, he likes squid, doesn't he? So.
He likes squid, he likes anything, mate, this thing, eh?
Yeah.
Don't you, Guss? Oh, right, so, you ever thought about having any more ferrets?
No, mate, no.
Polecat, weasel, that'll rip that'll rip your throat out.
Yeah,
Especially if you've got long ears.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, you're noisy. My daughter's dog's louder than you. Yeah, he is. Oh.
I know.
He's probably saying, I've heard this bloody ferret story.
Yeah, all the times.
Right, I'm going to get cast out in a minute, so I'll bring you back. There's a little story about a ferret. I'm sure there's 20 million other stories. You lived a long while, ain't you?
Oh, 68 in January, mate. You can
68,
tell.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you was that young.
What?
Yeah. I had to message you, didn't you, and say, your light's on, mate. Turn your light.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I forgot.
I had to, it's the match fisherman in you.
Yeah.
I had to ring you up, didn't I, and say, are you really 68? Because I thought you was like 54.
Yeah, don't look it, do I?
No.
Yeah, don't look it.
And on that note, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, let's get this cast today. Well, hey, you're off the mark, mate.
Oh, no, it's not, mate. It's Dad.
Dad?
Dad. Picture of it with my mates.
One dab, 25.
Hate to admit it, but it's took a Frio.
A Frio? You're fishing like Pom Pete.
Yeah.
Well, that's first cast out. Should we get the second one out? I'm going to just leave that a second for it to settle, because it's swung round to the right. Because you can't just chuck them both out. You got to let it settle so you know where the next one's going to be casted. So, yeah. It is what it is. Oh, bloody hell, these are all a bit bright. But yeah. So, yeah, bit of chat before we started fishing, really. Well, John was fishing beforehand. And I've got one rod out now. I've got I'm fishing flapper rigs because I can't see us catching anything but flounder or dab. I ain't had a dab this year, mate.
Haven't you?
No, I ain't. No.
Did you want to look at one?
What?
Did you want to look at
I've
one?
just looked at it. I just got it on film. Got to get your fish on in case I blank. Yeah, next one I'm not going to chuck out as far on the Ziplex. I'm going to do a short cast on that. Was that out long or short, John?
Long, this one, mate.
That was long. Longer than what I can cast, I reckon. Anyhow, we're at a long way anyhow with one rod. It's swinging to the left. Tide runs at a different rate of knots throughout the tide duration, you know. I've said this before. Sometimes the river pulls hard to the left and right, and other times it doesn't. It all depends what state of the tide it is. But we're in Bay 18. We've got 2 vans, 3 dogs, and about, well, we've got 5 fishing rods. But yeah, it's all right. And I'm getting you an extra video, aren't I? So yeah, I apologise for the ranty rant I had on weekend about my line getting all tangled up and stuff, but it's just the way I am, and I normally react before I think. So there you go. It is windy, I will say that. It is windy, but by putting you in the van, hopefully it'll be alright. And then there you can see my baby skin, soft as anything it is. Tight, really tight, look at that. Yeah, and chiseled looks. John's backcasting on the river. Do you ever do another red thump?
Yeah, sometimes.
Or do you just do a backcast, not so hard?
What, mate?
Or do you just do a backcast, not so hard?
Yeah, I have a backcast not so hard, or like on the Norfolk shingle, you just do an overhead thump, it doesn't really matter.
No. Right then, I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, watch the camera, Gus. Got some weed on this line. It's just going to have to go through the eyes, mate, I'm afraid. It's got 2 choices in it. Come on your side, just chuck us open. Where's that one of yours?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead?
Yeah. You can stay out, eh?
Yeah, I only want them that's short, but I don't want to get tangled up with you.
No,
They're quite close, I reckon.
it's swinging a bit more, man.
You up?
I say it's swinging a bit more.
Oh no, you're way over to the right, aren't you? I didn't look at from over there.
No, it don't, does it?
Right, let's show you these rods. This is what I'm fishing with. usual suspects, Cobra KW and the Ziplex TF5050. I wouldn't mind another one of them, you know. Keep looking on Facebook Marketplace. I've asked John to keep an eye out, and John's fishing with there you go, where is it? There they are. A Century TTR Total Tournament, and it's like purple and red and lovely whippings on it, which actually complement the blank, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, it's nice, mate.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And he's got here this clod-up thing here. That's a Ziplex Quattro,
15.5,
and it's as thick there. Well, it's just a little bit not as thick as my willy, mate.
Oh.
Feeling that like that, I'm normally like that, you see. So
I've actually got one at home, mate.
Got some girth on that, mate.
Yeah, I could have bought me Hustler. That is thicker still.
Turn your light off, mate.
Oh, sorry.
I bet your Pom Pete says this, doesn't he?
What? Yeah, he does actually. What he says, turn your light off, Spalt, he's doing me head in. That's
yeah.
what he says.
And then here we've got a we've got a Shimano Ultra fishing rod, and with a reel. So we've got a Continental rod, we've got a Ziplex and a Century, and John's had the first fish, he's had a dab, so I need to get my skates on. See you in a bit. Right, that battery went dead then when I was reeling in, but I had nothing on it and my bait was still on it, and that rod was tapping, I thought, but it was the wind. I can't believe we've caught a codlin.
Just missed one as well.
So, John, let me sort that out. That's not right. John's had a codlin. Only 4 or 5 inch, 5 inch, something like that. But I would love a little codlin that size. I ain't had one that big for a while. And that would be my first winter codlin, so it's not about all catching cod. I've had 3, you know. There's not as many this year as last. I think if you want to catch a lot of codlin, you need to be up northeast, so we aren't up there. So I said last year that I wouldn't ever reach the dizzy heights, if you want to call it that, as what I had last year, but it's nice to catch 3 cod this year. Would just like to have another one. These gloves from Temu, honest to God, and obviously I ain't sponsored by Charmin Mayo or whatever his name is, but these gloves, they're wind stopper gloves, they're unbelievable. I've got 2 hand warmers as usual, and after Sunday's performance, and 2 of them ran out of power because I had them on high, I bought 2 more, and they come yesterday. I charged them up, so I've now got 4 of these, and the 5th one, which is an old one, which still holds the charge and still works all right, I'm giving it to my daughter who's got Reynards. That's cold hands. So yeah, I'm going to take that round to her, and if she wants another one, I'll get her another one, because you don't need to just use these hand warmers for fishing. If you're going out for a walk, you can use it. And as I stand here now, this is Tuesday the 16th, I think. Yeah, it's January the 16th. It's a Tuesday, and the time is 8 o'clock, so we've got an hour before high. Is it bang on 9 o'clock or?
No, 20 past, I think.
Oh, good. So high water's at 20 past 9, so it's going to be a late one for me, but even later for John. But yeah, tomorrow's video has got John in it, a different John who brings me cake. And that's right, Guss. I say cake and he says I want it. And it's got Kerry and Ian on it. They come and had a chat with me. Another bloke had a chat with me. He didn't know who I was, but he was going to look at me. And Mike Fox, and it was great to see you, Mike. I think I've already said all this though, but yeah, I started watching the video today. I only watched 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. I shall watch it tomorrow when I come home from work with the wife. But yeah, it was quite a good day, really. I enjoyed myself. Anyway, we'll keep watching these rods. I tried to get some more batteries for this GoPro, but they're temporary out of stock, which isn't much good to me because the first battery's gone dead. And it's an old battery, so there's some others in there that won't last at all. It's just too cold. So I've only got 2 good batteries, and I think I've got one in and one in my pocket keeping warm. Anyhow, John's had a dab, he's had a whiten and a small codlin, and I've had diddly squat. I think what John's mission is just to keep me talking so I don't reel in and check my bait. And then that leaves all the fish in the river for him, you see.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, John?
It is, mate, yeah. Fine.
That's the match fisherman in him, you see. It's either that or send the dogs down the line to eat all the bait.
That is funny when he does that.
Well, them little taps I had on that Ziplex, mate, they weren't. Anyhow, see you in a bit. If it's going to tangle up with that one. Please don't. I've got diddly squat on mine. Right, well, I'll get this baited up. I've got nothing. John's catching all the codling. Perhaps I'm going to get the cod.
What, mate?
Perhaps I'm going to catch the cod.
Yeah, you'll catch a proper one in a minute.
Right, let's get this casted out. Oh, I've got loads of weed on there. I'm going to cast it out and just hope for the best, mate. That's a good thing about having big eyes. You couldn't do that on your Larry rod. I absolutely love them reels because, let's stick you in there. I love them reels because you literally cast it out, take the slack up and knock back the lever drag. 2 clicks I'd knock it back. And yeah, that's it. Ain't got to turn that knob at the end. It tickles me anyhow, that's the main thing. So I've got a yellowtail on the top hook and I've got a blow lug on the bottom, because I don't know whether the match fisherman's using blow lug or yellers. He says he's using yellers, but I ain't catching. You alright, John?
Yeah.
You got another one?
No, it's got up on the stones.
Got caught up on the stones. That ain't happened to me yet, but it will do, no doubt. You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not doing bad for 68. It is blowing a gale. It's blowing an oolie, and Guss, well, he ain't bothered, is he? He just wants bacon twizzlers. That's all he's after. When I get one out for him, Luna and Rosco hear it, and yeah, they're out of that car. They're in the back of the car. John's got a ramp for the dogs to go in and out of into the car, and yeah, they're in the back of the car in the warm, and Guss just sits out here because he don't get cold. Matter of fact, if he gets wet, he's only wet on the outside, he ain't wet inside. His coat is that dense. So yeah, I'm after some more batteries for my GoPro, but they ain't got them in stock. So I messaged them, I ain't had a reply asking, are these actually out of stock for now, or are they been discontinued? But I asked the wife to check the emails, but she don't check. It's like talking to a brick wall sometimes. I'm just lucky I get my tea when I do, because what happens is it gets to around sort of like 7-8 o'clock and she's thinking I should be doing something about now, and then she realises she meant to be cooking, and yeah, that's why I get my tea. Otherwise I don't think I'd get that. Anyhow, the drive here, what was that like? Well, I had people doing 50, people doing 55, should have been doing 60, then they slowed down to 40, 45. It's an absolute nightmare. I get down to the corner. Yeah, that's right, innit? Nightmare. Yeah, nightmare. Oh god, there go the terrorists. And I get down to the corner where I get onto the main road, and there's a stream of traffic of about 40-50 cars. So I'm sat there waiting, but the worst thing, what really gets my goat up, is you're driving behind someone, they slow down to next to nothing, and then they pull into a segmented bit in the road for turning right so that you can carry on along on your way. You know, it's called sort of like keeping the flow of traffic going. But what they do is they sort of like stay in the left hand lane instead of going into their turning bit. I can't remember what they call it. It's got chevrons at either end. What they do is they leave the back of the car in the stream of traffic, you know, in your lane, and hold everyone up and go at 10 miles an hour to get in it, rather than going into it and then turning right. That really eats me up. Plus I got 10 minutes down the road, forgot my gloves, forgot my hat, forgot this balaclava, so I had to go back. But I still got here in plenty of time. And I haven't heard anything about the speeding ticket, and it's been over 14 days now, and they have to serve it to you within 14 days, so my mate says. So it looks like I'm okay. Not that I think I was speeding much anyhow, but perhaps they do allow 10%, but I've been told by my mate that they don't, not anymore. So I don't know how true that is. Are you catching them fish out far? Talks in forked tongue, this bloke, you know, you don't get any tips off him. So what, that last codlin, was that out far?
Yeah.
Well, I'm casting short.
You are?
I thought you said you got him in 20 yards.
Yeah, one I have, mate, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
are you? I think I have.
Yeah.
I think I have. Right, see you in a bit.
Oh, come on.
You are?
Come on.
I've just got the camera on.
Just come on.
Come off?
Bounce me down there, come on.
Oh, for God's sake. Are you sure?
Yeah, possibly.
Was it, and it was banging left to right?
Proper banging that.
Right, we did have a cod on there. But he's lost it. I'm going to have to give him some tuition, ain't I?
Can't believe it.
Oh, John.
That was a proper fish as well.
Was it a proper one?
Yeah.
What, like one from Morrison's?
Bigger.
Bigger. So I'm getting a lesson by this chap here called Mr. Spalton.
Not
Yeah.
yet, Wanks, I never got it in.
Well, you've had 3 codling, haven't you?
Yeah, 2 dabs.
2 dabs and a whiting. And a lost cod.
Pardon my French.
Oh, I don't know. And me?
I don't understand it if I was on me little hooks, but I was on the proper hook.
Me, I've had nothing. Nothing. I'll get something in a minute. I will get something in a minute. Now my light is flashing. I wonder if that's getting affected by the... God, that seems bright, that does. But yeah, no, nothing. I've just been told that I need to put more worms on the hook. But they're only small hooks. You sure you can get 6 on an hook?
Yeah, that size you can.
So I'm going to reel in a minute, so I'll bring you back when I reel in. I've got to put more worms on. It is windy. If you can hear the wind, yeah, I'm having to put up with it as well, so. And as we speak now, Andrew Jones is fishing in Wales with fresh Welsh black lug. And he's blanking as well. And he's only fishing for another half hour. And Les, nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping and having a chat with me. And I believe you're still down there with your mate. I reckon you might be fishing now. Do you reckon that Les is fishing, John?
Yeah,
I would say so. But yeah, thank you for watching the videos. Right. Bring it back in a minute. So I'm sat here watching these rods. John's just pulled his Continental rod in. Oh, blow my nose, I think. I'm up against it here with the match fisherman, like. Oh dear. God, I might have to stop on the way home and have a sleep. There's not much tide movement in the river. We're holding bottom all right. Say we've got 5 rods in this, probably 10 yards. But I ain't catching out. John's had 6 and he's lost 1. Guss is sat down there beside me. I'm sure that dog can't feel no cold. Laying on cold concrete as well. Is that right, Guss? Is he still going on about losing fish? Hey? He's always going on about losing fish, isn't he?
Give me his words, what he looked at lately, well about half an inch long. I've got about 6 or 7 on each job, that's what's called building it. And it right in, all the way in, just before the stones, it just do.
Right. Bring you back in a minute. Alright, let's get this chucked out. We've got more worms on it. That car coming.
Guss, come here, mate. Guss, don't get down there, you'll never get back up again. Go. Right. Come on. Guss, come on. Oh, wee, don't you? Come up, I'll shake the rattly. Make the wrestlers.
He'll get up, mate. Right, well, I've cast us slightly to the right there, but I'm not near John. Hopefully, hope not. Look at that, eh? Oh, sorry about that. That weren't very professional, was it? Eh? But yeah, we got 4 or 5 worm on the top and 3 on the bottom, or the other way around. Small blow lug. Cast it out a bit further this time. For another red thump anyhow. Probably about 70 yards if that. But hopefully we won't get tangled up. If we do, it'll be my fault. He's got up, mate. Want a treat, don't you, buddy? Wants a twit here. Whoa. There they come. Here. No, here. Here. Can breathe, you know. Anyhow, what I'll do is I shall bring you back in a minute. This is right exciting stuff at the minute. It is freezing cold. It is. Yeah, it's freezing cold. I'm all right. I've turned my jacket up, so I'm got more heat on now. Head's all right. It's just the wind blowing on your face and that. Them rods aren't moving. If the rods moved and I got a fish, that would liven me up, wouldn't it? But it's nice being there anyhow. It's a long while since I've been to this Immingham River. I think it was Bay 28 last year I fished, and it would have probably been September time, I think. Might have been early October, but I think it was September. I have to keep checking me rods because I'm fishing against a match fisherman there, and he's whipping me ass, and he's always looking at his rod tips. I don't know why. So I've got yellows on the Ziplex and I've got blow lug on the Vercelli. The Vercelli has got size 2 hook, hooks on a flapper rig, and the Ziplex has got size 1 bait holder hooks. Slightly bigger, bit more stronger as well, but I've had cod on them little size 2 match hooks, catch any fish on them. But yeah, it's cold, but then it is January and it is winter, so I'm sure we'll last. I'm sure we'll coop. I've got Guss down here always in my way. He ain't gonna go far away from these bacon twisters or whatever they're called. Yeah, I'll keep looking at these rods. I might have another coffee, might have a sandwich. I might get all of the sandwich this time rather than sharing it, but I doubt it. But somehow have a go at the bottom up. Yeah. Could be a flounder, couldn't it? You know what they're like. Oh dear. Well, that's out. It's not, ain't gone as far as I was going to chuck it far, but obviously I let go too late. But we got one out short, one out far. I'm not going to get tangled up like that, am I? So it's probably a good thing, really. That was banging away. Well, it wasn't banging away. I was having some good knocks on it. I can only assume that it was a flounder, because the bottom hook had some of the worm missing, so it was obviously attacking it and not getting hooked. But at least I've had a bite. First bite that I've seen in here. Well, it's the first thing that's happened to the rod, to be honest. It's gone quiet for John as well at the minute. There's not a lot happening. I would stand further away from the camera, but Guss is there. I don't want to stand on him. He just don't leave his side. I think it's the what are they? Baker's Whirlers, double flavour twisted treats. So yeah, you like them, don't you? That's why you sat there. So I've turned the back of the jacket up now a lot higher, so it's now on I've got the back on red and the green, and the neck is on green. I've never had the battery run out on me yet. Probably last year I did, because I had it on red for the whole session and it then ran out of power. But normally I go home and it's still on about 34 to 40. So it lasts the whole session, but that's with it on blue and green and the odd bit on red, you know. Anyhow, nothing to report, no fish, and but we've had a tap of some description. So we've had something, and the worm had been mauled on the bottom. The top worm was alright. Now I would say it was a flounder, but normally all my flounder come on the top hook of the flapper rig. So who knows? Perhaps it was a seawater snail or a sea urchin. Perhaps it was that. See you in a bit. Ain't over you, huh? There's nothing for it. No, I'll get a fake, that's the other way. Definitely in on you is a John. Still got a worm at the bottom. You are?
My winter is here.
Oh, it's bloody freezing. I've got two neck snoods on now, and I've done this zip all the way up, turned my heated jacket up. If it weren't for the heated jacket, I'd be in the van. I'm 55 and John's 68. He's a right hard bastard. Ain't you, John?
Yeah,
Right, I'm going to pull this Ziplex in. Still got bait on, John. Alright, let me get this baited up and bring you back. Who's this there? Oh, he's laid down. Right. Let's get that casted out. Is it recording? Of course it's recording. Right, well, oh, it's brass monkeys, but I'm warm enough to put another neck collar on. Not like her off Doc Martin, a snood. But yeah, we've got yellowtail on there and strip squid. My cheeks are getting cold. And my neck is getting hot, so I might have to turn the neck part down on me coat. Guss is still. All right, Guss. Guss is still. Gussie. Oh, here they come, look. Hello. Hello. Go on, in your bed. In your bed. There you go. And those two, they I'll get out in a minute. Well, not that, not literally, but yeah, I'll get it out of my mouth in a minute. And yeah, let's not go there either. That didn't come out right, did it? I'll spit it out. That didn't come out right either, did it? Digging myself a hole there, aren't I? Those two, Luna and Rosco, they lay in the back of John's car, cuddled up together. Well, on top of one another. Not like in a sexual way, because they're just cold. So yeah, they go in there for a warm and a sleep. While this one just lays on the cold concrete, because he's hard.
Anyway.
You what, mate?
It's still in the other bay, they ain't gone.
Yeah. So what do you reckon to it all then, John? Do you reckon the fish have been and gone?
No, I don't know, mate. No, it's only just gone on water, hasn't it? I thought the cod would be coming out like 3 hours after.
Fucking hell, I shall be
Yeah.
I shan't be here in 3 hours.
No.
I'll tell you what though, mate. Who's the best one at fishing here for not getting snagged up? Your lights on.
Oh, sorry.
Hey?
The what?
Who's the best one? Because you can see your rod tips with my light from my van.
I can't see the... Yeah, you haven't been snagged up, have you?
No, because I know how to fish it, you see. So multipliers, mate, you need a fixed bill.
Yeah, I've got fixed bill on the
Oh yeah.
Larry Grayson.
You got snagged on that though, haven't you?
Yeah, once of it.
Yeah.
There's a little gully, just runs off past the ladders. There's about 20 yards out. We'll get up into that.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Perhaps I won't turn that jacket down because is that on full? No. Yeah, perhaps I won't turn the jacket down. Just shivered then. Oh, what am I looking forward to? Well, it'd be nice to catch a fish, but that's not the be all and end all, is it? What I'm looking forward to is getting in this van, firstly, having the heating on once I get 10 mile down the road and the heat starts coming out, and it'll be lovely and roasty. And then I can turn my electric coat off. But then when I get home, I can get in my waterbed, get tucked up to her, and it'll be lovely and roasty, and then just drift off to sleep. That's what I'm looking forward to. Might have a can of beer as well. If there's a gin in the fridge, I might have a gin. I think there might be a gin actually. Or I could have a cider. I'm gonna have some alcohol. Then I'm getting in bed. Get tucked up. Oh, lovely and warm. Because I think the waterbed's set at, it might be set at 28. Oh, it was lovely and warm. By the time I'm getting in bed, John, I reckon you'll still be travelling home. Well, no, by the time I get in bed, you might be nearly home. Mind you, I'm going to just chuck everything in the garage tonight. I can't believe I had a fish or a bite. Well, I've had a bite. Just took me 10 minutes to turn everything on and get my hip working before I got to the rod. Anyhow, it's been a nice night up to now. It's not over yet. We could actually catch something. My cheeks are smarting a bit from the cold. I think I might get some square plasters and stick on my cheeks, or some gaffer tape.
The drop back there.
Alright, Rosco. There's Luna. Alright, alright. Head rubs all round. Alright, let's get this reeled in. Yours, is it?
Hey?
I ain't near you, am I? You said three. Yeah, quattro. Right. Let's get these baited up again. Oh, they're all gone. Oh, I've got one left. That'll do. Come over it. worm at the bottom there. It's perfectly alright. Right, bring him back over it. No then, where are we at? Towel. I ain't even got a bucket of water, I don't think I need one. These little gas heaters, fantastic for warming your hands up. No, you're not having squid. Because this has been defrosted how many times? Mind you, what you eat, boy, I don't think it's going to do you any harm, would it? But you're not having it. Right, 2 bits of squid. Whatever lugworm and shit in there. Bloody stink. Come on, move out of the way, buddy. Right, so we're going to put a bit of squid on the tip, quick chuck out. Where's the bloody point? Right, so the squid should hopefully keep the worm off the tip of the hook. That's what I'm hoping. You never know, just got to try, ain't you? Bent out because that's not right. That ain't right. That ain't right. That's right now though. Nearly got a hook in my eye then. That wouldn't have been bloody clever, would it? Touched my eyebrow anyhow. Dry my hands, get my glove on, get that chucked out, and that'll probably be the last cast. So, is that recording? Yep. Are we on? Right. Look. Rubbish bin. Oh. Right, so John's had 6. He hadn't had any just recently. Oh, let's put you away. And then I don't need to have that. Yeah, John's had 6. He's had 2 dabs, whiting and 3 codling. And I got in a right big sulk because he's caught all the bloody fish. Ain't you, John?
Oh, yes, mate.
Yeah. So I've been in a right sulk. So I do apologise. But it's the way fishing is, isn't it? At least the chap that's fishing, who's beaten me, is a proper fisherman. So that's not so bad, is it? Am I in shot? Of course I'm in shot. Yeah. It's been an enjoyable night. It's not over yet. I've still got these 2 rods out fishing. So both those baits are both flapper rigs. Lugworm on it with squid on these 2. So we'll just see what happens with this. Now if I do catch a fish, I might have to go over the wall to return it. But there you go. It's been an enjoyable night. Rods are still there, look. They're just not moving. I don't know how Guss can lay there like that.
He's not to lay like that than he would on the carpet.
Oh, you starting again? Eh? Ooh.
What do you want?
What is it? Cats?
Wait.
Would Guss eat a cat?
You what?
Would Guss eat a cat?
He would if he was dead, I think.
Right. Got to be dead then.
He's got to be dead, yeah.
God, you're ferocious. He's a couple of octaves over a poodle, isn't he?
He's what?
Couple of octaves over a poodle.
Yeah.
And he's getting his biscuits now, look.
He must have a time clock in him.
Either that or fucking worms.
It's these gravy bones biscuits. What Brett puts on the hook.
All right. Does he?
Yeah. Well, he had dog biscuits on the other week.
Well, these rods, they ain't doing a lot, mate.
No, they're not, mate, are they?
All right, get your drool away from me. Right, that's the dog fed. I'll bring you back, hopefully when something happens. Right, let's get this ziplex reeled in. Felt heavy then, but I think it was the weight on the mud. That's the weight in it. That was the weight, mate. I've seen that a lot just the last couple of fishing trips. Squid's gone. So I'll put this away, take the weight off, stick it in my box. baiting needles on there. That goes in a box. Little Tupperware tub I keep my weights in the corner. I don't mess about with any things to put your weights and stuff in. They literally just go into a Tupperware box. Flap the rig back. Goes there. Find my hands. Stick them in my pocket. Put these away. Oh. Right. So we've just got the Vercelli out there now. She'll reel that in a minute because the water's ebbing away. I don't want to get snagged up and have to go over. Not with my hip. It's weird really, because before, like I was talking to John a minute ago, you used to get jump over, fish the tide coming up down below, and as soon as it hits the sea defence, up in the bay and carry on fishing. And then if it was summertime or daylight, I'd then jump back over the wall and fish it going down. Because normally the ebb that you catch on to, but it's a bit cold and chilly to do that. I do love this rod, John. I love this rod.
Yeah, it is lovely.
When you said it's for sale, and I was like, oh, Spitspill, I don't want it. And then I just, the next day, you know Wayne, don't you? Wayne Summer.
Yeah, yeah.
He says to me, there's a rod for sale in the tackle shop. And I said, yeah, I know about it. He says it's Spitspill. And I just then thought to myself, well, that'd make a change to use that. And yeah, went and that's when I rung you. And you got me it, didn't you? Ooh, where's that gone? Well, would you believe it? It's still in here. And I ain't lost it. My spill band. Now I will, when I get home tonight, rinse my reels, but fishing rods will be left till the next day. Probably do them in the morning before I go to work at the houses. Right then. Alright, Rosco. Go on, go to bed. Yeah, buddy. Look at this. Here's Rosco. You alright? Like a bit of fuss, don't you? So, I shall bring you back when I reel this in, which will be very shortly. See you in a bit. Right. I think it's been hard work filming because of the cold.
Yes, mate, yeah.
I wouldn't want to go in this weather. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
No, you get a video out of it though, won't you?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't do it to get the video, but it's all part of it, isn't it? But if you went to the beach or anywhere, it'd be terrible.
Right, can you imagine if you're on the beach tonight?
Well, you'll do it Monday night in Norfolk, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you get your shelter on. You know,
Yeah.
tucked in behind it.
Yeah, but we're sheltered here, aren't we? But it's still bloody cold. It's not like a central heating radiator, is it? All that waterbed. Oh, this is heavy.
Hope it is.
That's not heavy now. That went out quite a way. John? No. Fuck's sake. What did I say to you? I've got it. At least I didn't have to go up.
What packet?
What?
Sure you want packet?
Mate, I ain't caught anything.
Haddock.
Is that two cod?
Haddock and a cod.
You got an haddock and a cod? Well, that's a nice haddock, isn't it? Look at that. Let's turn that light down. John has just pulled out the match fisherman in him. Look at the blues on that. Absolutely beautiful. Blue and purple and lilac. One haddock. And look, a cod. Ling.
Ling.
Absolutely fantastic, mate. You're gonna have to go over the side to get him back.
Yeah. Let's take a picture of them. That's on the little baby Penelope. Fires on it.
Yeah, so we've got a nice little codling. Look at one haddock. Well done, John. Are you casting that again?
No, I'm tempted.
Nice sea haddock, isn't it?
Yeah, right there. Can't believe it, didn't see above it.
He's taking a picture to send to his mates to prove that he's caught it. Let me He enjoyed tonight then, John?
Yeah.
Even if he cast out again, I ain't.
Just a shame you ain't caught that.
Well, that's the way it is, isn't it? You can't always win, can you? You can chuck them from there, mate. There you have it. That's John gone over and returned the cod, ling, and the haddock. And yeah, Yeah, it's been one of them sessions. John's caught loads, 8 now I think, and I've caught. Well, it's another blank for me, but it is what it is, isn't it? I said to you I was in the graveyard, didn't I? I did say that, but it's the way it is. I've had just as much chance to catch a fish as what John has. But yep, that's all it is. There's nothing else you can do about it. So, see you in a bit. Right then, John, how's it gone today at this Bay 18 on the 16th of January 2024?
It's been alright, mate. The company's been mega as usual.
Yeah.
Fishing's been good. Well, half of Bay 18 it's been
Yeah,
good.
yeah. This half.
This half.
Oh, the cemetery side ain't done so well, has it?
No.
It's like dead.
Yeah, I can't work it out.
So you've had 8 now, ain't you?
I've had 4 codling, 2 dabs, a whiting and a haddock.
An haddock. So that's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like really good session, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is at the minute, mate. I needed to chill out a bit with somebody after my match fishing woes.
Yeah. Mate, you'll be on fire on Monday.
Yeah.
Is it Monday?
Sunday and Monday.
Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
You do get about.
Yeah, Holt match at Kelling Sunday.
Yeah.
And King of the Shingle starting again after the devoid match because of the weather.
Yeah.
The other week on Kelling again. So we're at Kelling
You must get fed up with that beach.
No, mate, it's a bit hard to. It's a bit. How can I put it? It's you either love it or loathe it.
Yeah.
But once you get the hang of it,
Yeah.
it's a good. I mean, there are a lot of good team matches on there, don't they? So they must think it's a good venue for team fishing.
Yeah.
But it is peggy. You could be sat next to somebody catching a fishy chuck, a bit like tonight, catching a fishy chuck. I don't mean that nastily.
No, don't, mate.
And there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, your neighbour will stop catching and you start catching.
Yeah. But I've used the same bait as you, haven't I? Because you brought the bait.
Yeah.
I've put some squid on. That's the only thing different I've done.
Yeah, but only just lately.
Yeah, and I haven't got this fancy rig, but my flappers are all right for this river. I know they are.
Yeah, nothing wrong.
And I ain't had 2 bigger hooks, and I'm literally 3.5 meters, 4 meters away from you.
Yeah.
And I've blanked. So that's the match fisherman, mate. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You've enjoyed it then?
No, I do enjoy the river, mate. Yeah, it's a bit of a long trek, but it's good when you get here. Usually.
Yeah. It's the company, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah.
You see?
And you haven't had a rant or nothing tonight, have you?
No, I mentioned a bit about some driving crap and stuff, but that's all.
Nothing like...
I think there was enough of a rant in the last video where I got them tangled up. And I was fishing on my own.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is it. This is right. I'm gonna have to put it down there because we've got a hound down there. We've got an hound and he's in the way. So let's look at the hound. So see you later, Guss. That's Guss. We'll give you a quick show of the 2 terrorists, Rosco and Luna. Hello, buddies. You in the warm? Hey, you in the warm? See you later. Oh dear. Ta-da, mate. We've got to say goodbye to them all, haven't we? So that's it. This has been Bay 18 on the River Humber on the 16th of January. John has caught 8 fish, as you've just heard. Cod haddock, whiting and dabs, or codling. And yeah, he's kicked my ass. I've been in a right sulk because I've been using the same bait. Rigs have been okay. Well, my rigs are all right according to John. Yeah, see you later, Guss. And yeah, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna kick the cat, and then I'm going to have a can of beer, gin or cider and go to bed and get tucked up in there in the warm. Now all the dogs are kicking off. Oh, it's all kicking off here now apart from the fishing. I must just show you this. Look at that. This is what I miss about fishing at this place. You can see all them lights. Well, if you're here, they're absolutely fantastic. It's like a horizontal Christmas tree, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. You've seen some fish, none of it from me, from the master fisherman Spalt. And shut up, Guss. Here come the other two. You'll watch Guss don't eat you two. Anyhow, yeah, this has been Bay 18. Hope you've enjoyed it. At least you've seen some fish from someone better than me. And next time you see me, it'll probably be on the river. It could be somewhere else, it could be here. All depends on the weather, because it's too cold. If it's a nice sunny day, now I'm rattling on. Yeah, I know I'm rattling on, Guss. I know. You'll see me somewhere fishing. So, I'll see you anon. Guss, 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 Guss. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's it, just jump in the van, you two. Make it your own. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with the batteries. They're just bloody going dead straight away. It's cold, isn't it? So thick there. Well, it's just a little bit not as thick as my willy, mate.
Oh.
Only 4 or 5 inch, 5 inch, something like that.